Hey guys! Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another episode of Age of Engineering! In between the episodes, I didn't do quite as much as last time, but I still did a couple of very, very important things. So let's take a look at those right now. The first thing I did is I rebuilt my rolling machine because I exploded it when when we first moved into this base. So yeah, I had to build a new one because we're gonna need it. Also, yes, I built the transformers in order to get power into this. And where is it getting power from? Partially from this right here. Ooh, nice, tons of storage. I finally got enough iridium to make another one of these, so that is done. The Wither Killer is working perfectly. I just want to show you. I put in an extra repeater. I know I talked about it in the last episode, or I put a note on the screen, but I don't think I actually talked about it. But yeah, I put an extra repeater. That gives this enough time so that everything works as it is supposed to. It puts down the soul sand first and then the skulls. Much better. Oops. Okay, so I also set up all this stuff, but we'll get to that in a second. Let me tell you, Draconic is not easy in this pack. It is not easy at all. But this is another thing that I worked on in between episodes. This is the Dark Solarium Jet Plate. Not jetpack, jet plate. And to make this, I already had the Vibrant Jetpack. Jet plate. I just had to armor it and then make these reinforced glider wings, Vibrant Capacitor Bank, which I already had, and then these Dark Solarium Thrusters, which are Vibrant Thrusters with the flight control units, and this part's gonna get you. The flight control units are a flight control unit empty and a bat soul vial. Yeah, I had to go chase down 2 bats with soul vials in order to get this thing made. Yeah, and you can see in the system, I put all of the different thrusters in here. I'll delete them after we make the angel ring, but I'm gonna need pardon me, I'm gonna need another vibrant jetpack in order to make the angel ring. So that's kind of what I've been working towards. As you can see, it's a bit of a process. You need the flight modifier. All this stuff is easy except the vibrant jetpack. The draconic cores we already have. The enchanted ingot, that's going to be... It's actually not that bad. Liquid XP, I think we have enough in our obelisk. I'm not sure. But yeah, but this is the thing we just have to run once. So I think we have the stuff to make night slime. Tungsten steel, yeah. Good thing we made the grinder for that. Okay, so what else? The flight module. This is not difficult, except it needed a syringe of gassed essence, which I actually went to the nether and got. So you can see right here. This was difficult because I kept trying to hit the gas, but I hit the fireballs instead, and then it would, for some reason, the syringe would show the fireball essence instead of the gassed essence, which I didn't know that fireballs were mobs, but there you go. There's lots of things I don't know. And the angel ring also requires the dark solarium jet plate, which is what we're wearing, and then there's some other stuff that I'm not working on quite yet, but we're gonna get there. We are definitely gonna get there. Meanwhile, this dark solarium jet plate is pretty awesome. It holds, what, 60 million RF? Yeah. And it goes pretty fast, too, which is good. And it functions as armor, which I was missing. I put armor plating in here to craft it. you use silicon and iron. And then this is the basis for all of the other armor plating. Like the conductive armor, you use silicon armor plating plus 10 conductive iron in the alloy smelter, and so on and so forth. Electrical steel, conductive iron, blah, blah, blah. And then, of course, what we had to use to make the vibrant jetpack, the armored vibrant jetpack, needed dark steel armor plating. So, which is this right here. It wasn't too bad. I put all the solarium and everything like that is automated now, so. So, draconic evolution. I've been working on this a lot between the episodes as well, and the thing especially that I want to get to, that we have to get to in order to progress in the game at all, is fusion crafting. And to do that, we need, I think, 10 of these to start, maybe 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need 9. Yep, 9 of them to start. And as you can see, the recipe looks deceptively simple. We have wither diamonds, which is just diamonds and a nether star. That's not too bad. A draconic core. Mica from environmental tech, which we should be bringing in still from our, wow. Yeah, we have 153 from our void resource miner. So that's no big deal. Fusion. Okay. Each one will also need a block of empowered Inori. So basically for this, I have everything except the gas tiers. I'm going to have to go back to the nether and hunt down a bunch more ghasts. I thought about making an automated system for ghast killing. Like, I think maybe the RF tool spawner, powered spawner can spawn ghasts, but I don't know if it's necessary for only 9 of them. If I start having a constant need for them, then I'll figure out how to automate it. But for now, I'm just going to make like a manual sword, go to the nether, put all the luck I can on the sword, go to the nether, and just, run around for an hour or so killing ghasts. And that'll be fine. And now the last piece of the puzzle is this, the fusion coil. Does this look painful? Because it is. Each of these is a multi-step process. We have the nichrome heating coils, which we have to make in the rolling machine, which is what I just set up over there. It requires chrome and nickel, as the name might suggest. We have the advanced machine casing, which requires 2 elite control circuits, chrome ingots, and a highly advanced machine block, which is made out of more chrome ingots and titanium. I'm really glad I let that chrome just keep going because we're probably going to use it all. How much do we have right now? We have 136 ingots. I hope that's enough. I really hope that's enough. Oh, goodness. Okay, so what else do we need? We need this, the iridium neutron reflector. This is made with 8 thick neutron reflectors and 1 iridium ingot. Each thick neutron reflector is made with 4 neutron reflectors and 1 beryllium cell. The beryllium cell, I don't know how I ever thought I was going to get away without automating everything through AE in this pack. Like, I was so naive. So the beryllium cell I have automated up here. To get it, you need to, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do at all. To get it, you need to use the industrial electrolyzer. I don't know why I can't talk today. You need to use the industrial electrolyzer, and with 16 ender pearl dust, which you can get in the macerator, you get 5 nitrogen cell, a beryllium, potassium, and chlorite. I don't know what any of the other stuff is used for. I have no idea. All I know is that you can get the beryllium. The other method is to use crushed emerald, and I don't, like, I mean, I have, let's see, 49,454 ender pearls, and I have 1,000 emeralds. So yeah, easy choice there. I decided to use the ender pearls for that because, ugh. Yeah. So the automation that I set up for this, it's not too difficult. Do I have my wrench with me? Why do I ever put this wrench away? I always need it. So yeah, the automation I set up for this is pretty simple. I have the pattern up here. It's 16 ender pearls and 16 empty cells. And then I have a crafting card in here so that it can create the empty cells. The empty cells go into the industrial electrolyzer while the ender pearls go into this macerator. The macerator makes the ender pearls into dust, and then it ejects it, ejector upgrade, over here to the industrial electrolyzer where it makes all the stuff and then goes up and then back into the system. It's pretty simple. I was torn on whether I should use a dedicated macerator for this, but I thought in the end it would probably be for the best because crafting that stuff is going to take a long time and I don't want this macerator taken up by just doing that. This episode is just going to be all me talking about stuff I did. Goodness. I was hoping to make our first fusion coil today. Okay, so the next part of the fusion coils, these are so hard to do, are the energy flow circuits. And this is just crafting recipes. I already had crafting recipes for this, and the iridium plate, and the lapitron crystals, and then the tungsten ingots, we just get into the system. So this was easy to automate. I just did the recipe and put it in the molecular constructor. Yeah. But then we have the final piece of the puzzle, the superconductor. All right, so when you click on this, it takes 3 energy flow circuits, not too bad, tungsten, iridium reinforced plate, and it makes 4 of them, which is great, except what it requires is a 60K helium coolant cell. To make the 60K helium coolant cell, you need to use a helium cell surrounded by tin. Sounds easy, right? Wrong. Helium is a pain. It's a pain to get. There's actually 3 methods that you can use. The first is using the vacuum freezer, but you need to make the fusion reactor before you can use the vacuum freezer to create helium. It's basically recycling the products of the fusion reactor, so you can't, that's not something you have access to until you start crafting the fusion coils. Yeah. So our only option is in the industrial centrifuge, and there's 2 ways you can go about it. You can either use glowstone dust or you can use endstone dust. Endstone dust, 16 of them, creates 1 helium-3 cell, 1 helium cell, and a small pile of tungsten dust, plus 12 sand. Not bad. The other part is that it only takes 240 seconds. 16 glowstone will net you 8 redstone, 8 sulfur dust, and a helium cell, but it takes 1,250 seconds. So to get the 6 helium coolant cells that we would need to create enough fusion coils for our basic fusion crafting injectors would take about 2.5 hours, something like that. And that's perfectly viable. Like, if you have the time, you can 100% do it this way. And it'll take a lot less resources. It just takes more time. If you're like on a server or something, or if you start it early enough, and you can just go like do other things, which in this pack is not hard, then this is a perfectly viable way of doing it. My problem is that I had to get this video out. So I had to go with the faster method, which is using endstone dust. And endstone dust, they don't make it easy. There's only one way to get it. Well, I guess opening scrap boxes, but the only way to make end stone dust, is in the industrial grinder. Yeah. If you already have an industrial grinder, that's not a big deal. If you're like me and you have to build one, it's a bit more complicated. But build it I did, because in the end it took less time to build this than it would have to wait for the helium. Or to wait for the glowstone method of the helium. Oh yeah, look at that. Got some helium-3 cells in there. Our chest must be full or something. Yeah, I don't know. That's odd. Alright. Let's just dump all this in the system. And this is kind of my janky sort of automation here. I just hooked this up with a chest and some filters because maybe let's just disable that. I didn't set it up with this system because I didn't need that much of it. Okay, so yeah, the industrial grinder. Like the roller, this needs a particular level of power, so you have to use the transformers again, which severely cuts down the amount of power that this can have at one time and slows it down, but it's okay because it's still kind of fast. As you can see, you need to provide it with water, and then it needs a multi-block structure behind it. And this multi-block structure had me stumped for a little while. It's not like the blast furnace where you can replace like you can use all standard machine casings, or you can use all reinforced machine casings, or you can use all the advanced ones. Now, you have to use let me get up here and show you. You have to use 9 standard machine casings on the top and bottom. And then the middle layer, you have to use 8 reinforced machine casings, and then 1 block in the middle is water. And you can't forget the water, because it won't work if you do. I had the hardest time figuring that out because I had the hologram, and the hologram wasn't really showing that it was water. It just showed that it was a broken texture. So I'm trying to figure out what block to put in the middle, and I'm just like, ah! Finally, I looked it up online, and now I'm imparting that knowledge to you guys. Yeah, so don't plug it into regular power, and make sure you pick it up with a wrench, because it will also break if you do not use the wrench. Learn from experience. Alright, so now that we've got all this stuff, I think we should be able to finally automate the fusion coils, maybe? Well, first we need to make 18 of these nichrome heating coils. So let's get... Let's get 18 of these. And then let's just get that much of these, and then we can start this going over here. I didn't automate this either. I probably should have, but I did not. Alright, so now that should be going, and it's going to take a minute or two, but... I mean, what doesn't? So, there we go. Okay, those are our first nichrome heating coils. And that's all we need for the moment, because we're just setting up the automation. So, fusion. The superconductor. Actually, I probably don't need a pattern for that. I can just make them all. Yeah, there we go. And then the superconductor, we will definitely need a pattern for that, because it has to make these, the energy flow circuits. So let's start those working. It's going to be a process. All right. I should have started that earlier, but I did not think about it. Alrighty. So while that's working, make our advanced machine casing. Highly advanced machine casing, which takes chrome and titanium. And, oh, right, okay. And then this, which requires chrome, and let's make the LT. I can't type or speak today. I don't know what's going on. So get those crafting. Whew. Let's see our status. That's going along nicely. Okay, it looks like our superconductor stuff might be ready. No. Why not? What's missing? An iridium plate. Oh, okay. Iridium plate. Luckily, I can make that as well. I made one earlier, but I must have forgotten. All right. This is what this is what working on this pack has been for me for like the past, I don't know, 2 weeks. It's just standing here making crafting patterns. All right, so while that's crafting, it looks like our elite circuits are done. Yes, very nice. Oh, and that makes 4 of them. Oh, that's good. I didn't notice that before, but good, good, good. So let's put these crafting patterns in here. See, I separated out the stuff for the jetpacks because I'm going to be able to delete it later. Okay, very good. There, okay. Now there's that. Hooray. And fusion. No. No, we don't. Okay. So I need 1 iridium neutron reflector. I forget that hitting R. Iridium. So let's go ahead and craft that. I could have sworn I crafted one of these earlier, but we're going to need 6 beryllium. Okay, that's going to take a hot minute. And then let's craft one of these. We have everything we need available, which is good. And then whew. Let's make a superconductor. Let's go up here and make it so we don't disturb the recipe. Yep, so that should go right away. Did I just? No. Okay. And then the last thing we're waiting for is the iridium neutron reflector. Okay. Iridium neutron. Let's see how well we're doing. Where are you? Okay. So this is just going to take a couple seconds, and I will bring you guys back when it's ready to go. I'll see you in a bit. All right, here we go. 1 iridium neutron reflector. Bonk. And our first fusion coil is born. Except it won't let me craft it. Yeah, that's fine. Few. Let's see if we can. Oh, I see. It doesn't have enough of these energy. That's fine. That's fine, because it used them. All right. Let's put it in here and see if we can craft it. Craft me up 1 to start with. Looks like we have everything we need. And begin! So it should take less than a minute for this to finish up. Oh, and the time just went up. Nope. Down, up. Maybe. It doesn't know. It doesn't know how long it's going to take. It shouldn't take that long. It just needs to make the energy flow circuits. And those are easy. So, yes. Once that's crafted, fusion, we can start working on this. The wither diamond. We have the draconic core, the mica. Just need the empowered Inori crystal, which I will make in between the episodes because I still have not automated it. All right, let's see. Fusion. No. Not yet. Very close. It's very, very close. Just needs to make this final enriched alloy to make these advanced control circuits. And then we're good. Yep. All right. That should be it. Let's check. I'm nervous. I don't know why. Fusion coil. Yay! Our first one. Of course, what we could do is now that we have a fusion coil, we could make a fusion reactor and then use that to get our helium. Nah, it's fine. We have the helium that we need for now. It'll be fine. Anyway, that is all the time and more that we have for today's episode. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye!